Yo, 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 good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you all doing well. We got news coming in 5 minutes, so we're going to wait and sit back, relax. If you guys haven't yet, go get your water, your coffee. We're going to wait for this news to come out and then look for a trade after we are free and clear of any and all news manipulation. But good morning, guys. Morning, Craig. Morning, Quinn. Sorry, I mentioned you guys because I saw your name in the chat box. But good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. A couple things that we can go over quickly while we wait is if we jump out here to the daily time frame. So we did finally take out this weekly liquidity void volume imbalance, which we had our eye on it basically ever since we took out this low, and then obviously as we started working into this gap, I've brought your guys' attention to this level a couple of times. We've now tapped into it, and I was curious to see if we were going to get into this daily fair value gap. Excuse me. I'm not exactly sure if we will, but I do obviously believe that it's in play. So I think if we're getting long, that's going to be what our bias, what our draw is going to be, what we're going to aim for. And then the same can be said for sell side, which ultimately we're going to be aiming for sell side that was put in again at the end of yesterday, right? So the sell that we caught yesterday would have been from right here at this high, roughly somewhere in here, to down to here, and we were aiming for taking out this sell side for PM session yesterday, and we hit 2 take profits, and then our final TP never quite did get hit. We missed it by like a point, unfortunately. But now we've got more low resistance liquidity built up here on this higher time frame, or slightly higher time frame. So as far as sell side goes, that's what we're going to aim for. I want to see how obviously news comes out. Right now, everything that has come out for the news has been bearish for the indices. And like I said, we did tap into that weekly liquidity or that daily liquidity void. So I am game to take this thing short. But just know that I am a little bit looser today with my bias, just given the fact that I know that this daily fair value gap is still slightly higher, and then we can go look at NQ, I guess, and see if NQ has anything prominent here on the daily. Zoom in here. I mean, not really, other than this tiny little liquidity void on the daily. So, you know, in the event that we do push a little higher, I would expect that to get filled, as well as ES's daily fair value gap. But we're gonna play it as it lies today. I marked out the opening range gap high and low since we were just consolidating in the range. So we'll see how this reacts. Kind of what I'm thinking though. So for those of you guys that you understand opening range gap, there's also opening range. Opening range is the first 30 minutes of market open. So from 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 New York, to basically our silver bullet hour, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's considered the opening range. So you can also treat that in terms of like prominent liquidity sweeps, right? Like a session high or a session low. So we'll see how that plays out. We obviously have a nice fair value gap right here. This is the 5-minute chart. But the way that I'm seeing this right now, truthfully, is more so this was the run on liquidity right here, filling the rest of that liquidity void. Run liquidity, and then truthfully we got your entire market structure shifting and closing below this low. But we're gonna have to wait and see. If we jump up here to the 15-minute, we did close below this low technically, so I would have preferred to not see this long wick. Kind of throws me off. But based on the actual principles and the concepts, this is your liquidity run, market structure shifts. We do have displacement in a gap right here. This looks like it's lining up with a premium. So if we were to mark this out from high to low, yeah, opening range gap, premium. So we'll see. We shall see. I'm not going to mark it out, actually. I want to keep our chart clean. Just know that we got a 5-minute gap right here, right above opening range gap high. And let's see, this news is going to come out in 15 seconds. So let's see if this has a reaction. I'd like to see it kind of pop up into here, and then maybe we could take this thing down. Let's go check the news release. Okay, so this came out bullish, but everything else was bearish. Already again. Let me log back in. That would have sucked. Computer day today, yeah. I was gonna give you guys a disclaimer again. I said it yesterday, but the delivery tracking number or whatever says it could show up anywhere from 9:40 Central, so it's 9 a.m. where I am right now. It could show up anywhere from 9:40 Central to 1:40. So, and I have to sign for it. So I might need to run later on in the session. I hope not. I hope it comes after we're done. But just a forewarning. So we could work all the way back up into here, which is totally fine. We're just going to be in a deeper premium at that point. Yeah, the only way I would have wanted to get long, truthfully, would have been having price come down to here, this gap, this order block, and then I'd like to see us start to turn, and then us get the entry from there and target the daily fair value gap. But until we get some cleaner price action than this, obviously waiting for the news, we don't really have a trade until we get something. So we'll see if we start to react finally. Otherwise, what we'll do, I'm gonna just mark out the body of this order block. Oops. And then we'll see if we start to turn in here. But yeah, in the event that this just kind of keeps pushing through, totally fine. We're patient, and then we'll wait for this daily fair value gap to set up our shorts if that's going to be the case. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Top Step at all, it's just a futures prop firm. So when you see, like, I'm trading obviously on the futures chart, this is the ES September contract. And as you guys can see, that these charts and the prices will look different than if you're looking at like an 8-cap chart. So those are CFD Forex charts. But yeah, this is the futures chart. All Top Step is a prop firm for futures to get funded. They have 50K, 100K, 150K accounts. They're based out of the U.S. Hang on here. We might have some. So let's just chill for a second. I'm gonna stay on this 2-minute chart for now because I don't want to have this thing wick back up and then have us taking a bad entry on the 1 minute. I'd like to see, okay, this is good. See what I'm saying? Holy fuck. Excuse my language. Sorry if you have kids next to you. Bro, what the? Wow. But, wow, yeah. That was quite the move. Yeah, big news. Well, does that answer your question, Hayes? Can you explain? So they have no spread? The spread is generally like 1 tick from what I've seen. So, like, if I enter... Hang on. Let's not get left behind here. I'm going to set up my short position, guys. I'm going to plan on entering right here, like right at the opening range gap high. Stop right above here. This will be kind of a more closer to that 5-handle stop. So 4.75, you could do straight 5 if you want. Low hanging fruit would be this sell side right here. I'm going to get ready here because I am not ready. Dock to the right. Yeah, the big reason that I wanted to try them out initially, well, a couple main reasons, but one of them was I liked being able to trade right on TradingView. So that was one, and 2, it's futures, right? So it's regulated. That's kind of the other big thing. As time has gone on, I've grown. I guess, how would you call it? Intolerant, or slightly more intolerant of just some of the stories and things that you hear with people dealing with inside of the, offshore Forex broker world. Yeah, I see it tapped into that bullish for value gap. Some of you guys listen to the rants, you're just like, bro, I don't give a shit. Just tell me what's going on the chart. as of right now, I kind of want to see this override in terms of like higher time frame, holds higher power. So I'm still a little bit more bearish than bullish if we're going to be holding this range because of what I showed you guys on the 5 and the 15 with this liquidity run, 15 5-minute market structure shifts, bearish market structure shift. So, and this is our run on liquidity with the news and with opening range high. So I'm a little more bearish right now, personally. Doesn't mean I'm right. I could be wrong. But those are the reasons for me being more bearish than bullish. Just waiting. You guys are in already? Hey, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I mean, if I miss this trade, it's whatever. Let the market come to me. If it doesn't come to me, it wasn't meant to be. But yeah, if I, for whatever reason, miss this trade, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. This isn't like... It's a great setup, but at the same time, I wouldn't even mind having to wait. I wouldn't mind having to wait just because I came in with a loose bias. So I'm not gonna chase it. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it if I miss it either. We've had, other than Tuesday, it's been a good week. Monday we had all take profits, 4 TPs. Tuesday was the 3 loss day and then a break-even day, or break-even trade. We took 4 trades, if I remember right. Last trade of the day, we had like 3.5 points of profit, removed risk, and then got stopped at break-even. And then yesterday, 3 take profits in total. 1 TP1 during AM session, called on the Discord, and then PM session, 2 TPs. 1 tick above. Let's go. Give it to me. There we go. See, waiting gave me a little bit of benefit today because I was able to get a little better entry. But yeah, my stop's gonna go my stop's gonna go 1 tick above this high, guys. 4.25 handles. So my entry ended up being, Jesus. My entry ended up being 44.24. So 19 is going to be my 5 handles. Yeah, so 19, guys, is my 5 handles. 19, if you guys got the same or similar entry. If you waited even like a second longer, you probably got an even better one. Need this gap to be disrespected. Want to see it get disrespected at least. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to leave this full take profit on for 10 handles. I like this area. This is low-hanging fruit in my opinion. So to me, if we're bearish, that's going to be taken out. Truthfully. So I'm pretty convicted with this low. So getting 10 handles out of this shouldn't be a problem. But I do understand that we could bounce here for a little bit. All right, so this gap did disrespect. On the 1 minute here, we closed through it. We'll see if it wants to come back and retest it now inverse. Would like if it didn't. I'm going to do a small partial on MetaTrader, guys, at TP1. Let's go. Come on. Get your ass down there. All right, yeah, we need this gap to hold. I guess I'd rather it test now than test it later after TP1. We have good trade guides in the market maker's hands now. Let's see if we're right. Let's see if we are right. I'm going to give this a A- setup, and the only reason it's not an A+ for me is because having a neutral bias, and there's still some draws a little bit higher. If that wasn't the case, this would be A+ for sure. All right, once we get TP1, I'll give you guys the Top Step news. So one of these days we're gonna see that. Kind of hope today's that day. Yeah, TP1. I just took a small partial, guys. I'm gonna remove risk. I took a small partial on MetaTrader. I'm obviously not doing so on this. I'm gonna hold for this 10 handles. But TP1, guys, congrats. But yeah, if we're gonna bounce anywhere, if this is bullish and I'm wrong, this will be where it is. So do with that information what you wish. If you want a partial. If you don't want a partial, don't partial. It's your account. But yeah, TP 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna hold for all that sell side below. If you guys would like to leave a runner on. Yeah, we need this gap. We need to form. I want to keep this gap open. I do not want to see this candle come back up and close here. To me, that's probably not going to bode well for us. I want to see this gap stay open. Maybe, refill it or fill it, and then continue down. We'll have to wait and see. Or just leave this gap for a later date. That'd be fine too. Yeah, I didn't get stopped because I was just going to close it. I took a partial here on MetaTrader. My MetaTrader entry is slightly higher than this. With spread, you could consider it basically the same. So once this got hit, I was just going to mark it close. And any sort of like spread or whatever, like I already took a partial. So I'd still make money on the trade. Kind of not cool. We got macro coming here in 6 minutes, 5 minutes. It's 9:44, so this freaking PC might show up any second. So if I get a phone call... See, I was gun to my head. I just got shot. I thought we were going here. I genuinely did. I thought I was going to get stopped. So what's the learning lesson in that? The learning lesson is you can guess and predict and speculate every freaking candle on this damn chart. But at the end of the day, what's still playing out? The move. The initial thought process. Everything, all the analysis that we did that went into this trade, everything that we did, that's playing out right now more than what happened on every little teeny beeny weeny candle. This low just got ran. Let's see what happens. Trust me, the trading gods, if they hate you, they hate me too. I think they hate all of us. Let's be real. Let's be real. They hate all of us. They want all of our money. They don't want us to make money. They want our money. They hate all of us. Every broker, nobody's like, we're all competing against other people right now. We're competing right now against the banks, hedge funds, other retail traders. Everybody wants our money, and we want their money. Kind of weird to think about, but that's exactly what's happening. Right now, in order for us to win and take profit, other people are losing, and we're taking their money. Boom. I just took another partial. Dude, why didn't it not get me out? That sucks. That's annoying. You guys see that bullshit? What was that? It went like 2 ticks past. Anyway, whatever. Hit our target of 10 handles. 3 ticks past actually. No, 2 ticks because I was 1 tick below. 2 ticks past. Didn't get me out. Some will say it's spread. Some will say it's the gods. The trading gods hate me, bro. I told you. Trading gods hate me, Corey. Did you see that, Corey? Corey, tell me you saw that. Trading gods hate me. Man, see? Whatever. But yeah, everybody wants our money. We want everybody else's money. We're not saints here. We're not prophets. We're trying to make a profit. And I'm unfortunate to say that means, but hey, you know what? We've paid our dues. If you've been trading for a while, you know what I'm talking about. We've lost. We've hit stop loss. We've blown accounts. We've lost challenge after challenge after challenge. We followed fake, lying scammer Furu on the internet time and time again. Hopefully you guys don't view me in that same light, but if you do, give me some time. I'll hopefully win over your trust. But hey, man, these Forex streets are vicious. Somebody just lost their house probably. 104.5, 1.5% complete. I gotta give you guys the discounted prices for Top Step, just so you guys are aware of them. Anybody that looks at this and says, I know what's going to happen, is full of you know what. Oh, gross. But yeah, you guys can see, like, and for those of you guys that got stopped at break even, again, don't feel bad. Like, this is Chop City. Hopefully this adds a little bit of peace of mind, like seeing kind of like the condition that we were trading in this hour. I know it doesn't fully help, but hopefully it helps a little. But yeah, go up to the 1 hour here. That run up did fill this 1 hour gap. I mean, I guess, yeah, you know, again, gun to my head, having to choose, I'd favor a little bit more downside. I would favor these lows. I would love to see it. I would love to see price capitulate lower and take out those lows. Forgive my drawing skills. And bada bing, bada boom. Look for PM session bullishness. I would like to see it, but in the chance that we don't get that, you know, the alternative, in my opinion, would be obviously running this short-term high. This would be the last area of defense where I could see a potential reversal again if it wanted to come up one more time. Fill the rest of this gap in, take out this internal liquidity, mitigate the order block, very much possible, and or come up here to this daily for value gap. But this is, my bias hasn't really changed much. It sucks that we haven't moved more than we have so far on this hour. But we traded the setup that we got. And overall, we were correct. But notice how price is just delivering between these opening range gap high and lows. Kind of crazy. Nice little 2-minute order block here as well that lined up with that. There we go. All right. Got me out. Stopped that break even after TP2. So, great session, guys. Golf clap for us. Didn't see any more questions in the chat, so I think you guys are good. And if you guys need anything today, if you guys are looking at anything later today, like PM session, I'm not saying I won't trade it. I'm not saying I am trading it. I'm gonna just kind of see how where we're at in the market. You know, where I'm at in the day, I guess, as well. But if nothing else, another great day. We've won every single day this week except Tuesday, and then Tuesday was obviously, well, you guys already know. So I'm planning on trading tomorrow as well. If I don't talk to you guys before then, like on PM session or anything. And we got news as well, pre-market. And then we've got news right at Silver Bullet Hour, right after opening range is done and over with. So if nothing else, I will see you guys then. But as always, if there's anything, I'll see y'all in the Discord. Peace out, y'all. Have an amazing Thursday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.